You'll all recognise the famous Phalaenopsis. They call it the moth orchid in Singapore. That was a good one from IKEA, but this is one of our favourites, a Zygopetalum. And now that's been flowering for what, 3 months? And we had 4 or 5 spikes of that. That's a beautiful example of a Zygopetalum, and you won't find that in Bunnings either. Now here's one waiting to come out next to the Dendrobium speciosum. This is called a Bifrenia or Bifrenia. Sorry, the flowers aren't out yet. In the next week or so, as the weather is really beginning to warm up now here in Perth in Western Australia. And then up at the top here is where I keep most of my orchids ready for flowering. This one here is a Miltonidium, MTDM. So that's like an Oncidium. That's a beautiful plant, isn't it? That's enormous spikes. So there's 2 spikes on that, and that took about 2 months for those spikes to develop. This is an example of a Kingianum in a hanging basket, and that flowered this year, so I was quite pleased with that. And then here's 2 Cattleya's. I think this is originally from one plant that we got about 4 years ago, and I've divided that 5 or 6 times, and all of these will be flowering again late winter. This is one of our favourites, Sarcochilis or Sarcochilis. I don't know what its species name is. I'll show you another one down on the rack. My orchid stand, so we're facing north along there, so it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, the sun's well up, and these will probably need shading in the next few weeks as we go into October. But so this is another Sarcochilis, a hybrid of Ice Magic, so lovely little pinky flowers in that one. And then further down here we have a nice Epidendrum. I'll show you that. So this is Epidendrum o'brienianum, and next to it, or amongst it, is also Epidendrum tangerianum. Now I bought this as a mature plant, and it didn't flower for a couple of years, and then it's been flowering the last year. And then there's a lot of keikis come off of this, which I've planted on. Here's some candidates for repotting, and I think splitting as well. These are Oncidium spacillatum, and the bigger one here has some spikes ready to flower, so I won't be doing anything with that until they finish flowering. And the Oncidiums you can get at some of the orchid outlets, but the best place to go and get your species and different types of orchid, different genera, is to go to orchid shows. And then down below I've got a whole variety of nice plants to keep the humidity nice and high in the summer, and this is all fed by a reticulation system which waters 3 times a week in the hot summer.